Looking good, feeling good, Grinch. Welcome to day 3 of our Mash and Drum Advent series. The Grinch and I are back for another month of blind Grinch, dude, why are you already sighing loudly in the middle of my intro? Because it snowed last night. That's right, it did snow. We got a little snow in Ohio. I know some places got a lot of snow, but I thought it looked kind of pretty this morning, to be honest. Oh yes, so beautiful. Nothing says winter wonderland like frozen skylint attacking my face. I think you're being a little dramatic, dude. Most people think snow is kind of magical. Magical? It's literally frozen sky dandruff. And it gets in my fur. One snowflake, and suddenly I look like a moldy tennis ball. It's really not that bad. Oh, not that bad? I slipped on a patch of ice this morning. Ice. It was like the ground said, hey Grinch, I want to meet your face at 40 miles an hour. First of all, what were you doing outside? And second of all, I was gonna say, your face looked a little flatter than usual. Oh, really? And your nose looks bigger than usual. I haven't even taken a big Grinch in the whiskey room yet, and you can probably already smell it. All right. Can we just, stop with the insults? Let's just, maybe a little holiday music can get you in the mood. Oh, for the love of Grinch, what song are we talking about today? Well, to stay on theme here, I think we should talk about the song White Christmas. Please don't. Don't what? Don't you dare say the song's name again. Oh, you mean White Christmas? Stop. That song has 3 problems. It's about snow, more snow, and worst of all, it gets stuck in my head for weeks. White Christmas was written by Irving Berlin and made popular by the legend Bing Crosby. Now, its history is rooted in the songwriter's homesickness for a New York Christmas while he was in California. Now, the song was introduced in the 1942 film Holiday Inn and became a global phenomenon, especially during World War II, because it resonated with soldiers far from home. Okay, yes, I like soldiers. What else? Now, I'm sure some of you may know this, but White Christmas is the best-selling single of all time, selling over 50 million copies. Oh yes, nothing says holiday cheer like a man crooning about a blinding, icy blanket of torture piled up to your nose. Come on, Grinch, it's nostalgic. 50 million copies. When I hear that song, I want to grab some hot chocolate, sit in front of my tree, watch some Christmas movies. I don't know, maybe we just need to find you a different holiday song. If it mentions snow, winter, bells, reindeer, or jolly anything, I am going to take a Grinch in your hot cocoa. And with that wonderful image in your head, it's day 3. Let's go. Welcome back to the Mash and Drum Whiskey Room. I'm Jason C, and this is day number 3 of the Mash and Drum 2025 Advent Calendar called the How Much Would I Pay Mash and Drum Advent Calendar Countdown to Christmas Day. Each day, I'm opening up a blind sample, nosing it, tasting it, guessing the proof, guessing the whiskey, and ultimately determining how much I would pay for the whiskey based on what I'm tasting. After I name the price I would pay for it, I will reveal the sample to compare my price to the actual price. Now, day 3 comes from a good buddy of mine who lives right here in Columbus, Ohio, Mr. Austin Mabry. So, Austin, thank you for the sample. Now, I know Austin likes some pretty unique stuff, so let's see what he sent me for day 3. Here we go. Oh, this is malty to me. Very malty. I get fresh baked bread in this, which is kind of interesting. So makes it, I don't know. I think usually when I get that, it feels like a younger whiskey. It's not super sweet, but I feel like I am pulling in some vanilla here. I also feel like I'm getting a little lemon here, which is kind of interesting. Maybe some very light honey. This one's different. Based off the nose, I'm not sure if I really like it or not, but let's give it a try. Here we go. Cheers. I kind of like the front of the palate of this. It gets into this like buttery honey type of flavor combination before it hits the side of your palate, and then it finishes again into that breadiness that I was picking up on the nose. This one is really hard to pinpoint. I'm not really sure what I'm tasting here. It feels bourbon-esque, but it also feels bready like a rye. Yeah, this one is, this one's a thinker here. All right, so now I'm pulling in a lot more of the citrus. So that lemon I was getting on the nose, this is turning into a little bit more of like a lemon curd, lemon oil. It's like borderline orange peel that it gets into. Orange peel, a little bit of a light cinnamon. It's got a nice spice to it. So when I taste citrus, I'm automatically thinking rye whiskey. So I think I would probably go for a rye for this one. It's got some nice lemon notes, some citrus notes, good spice. It's got this, that breadiness. So I'm thinking this is a rye whiskey. I'll give it another try here. Yeah, the whiskey is good. It's really staying consistent. Again, I don't think the proof is too high, but it could be higher. I am getting a good amount of spice. Now, is it the spice or is it the proof that's giving me that nice finish that it has? Again, I am still leaning that this is a rye whiskey. Yeah, it's got lemon, it's got orange, spice, that breadiness. I think this is a rye. When it comes to my guesses for this one, I'm gonna stay with rye whiskey. I think this is a rye whiskey, hands down. I don't feel like there's a lot of age here. It does seem to be on the younger side. Now, whether or not we're looking at maybe 5, 6 years old, maybe I'll say 5 to 6 years old for this one. There's just not a lot of oak depth here. I am getting that breadiness, so I don't think there's a big age statement here. So I'm gonna say about 5 years old. When it comes to proof, this is the one that might trick me up here. Man, the more I sip this, the more citrusy and buttery it's getting. Proof of this one, I don't think it's 100 proof. I think it's definitely lower. I'll say 95 proof on this one. 96, 97, 98. I'm getting closer to 100. I'm gonna guess 95 proof. I'll say 95. I don't think it's that high. I don't think it's super low either. It's got a really nice spice to it. But again, is it gonna be the spice versus the proof? We'll see. When you think of rye whiskey, you think of MGP, but I'm not really sure if this is MGP. It's also got a lot of sweetness to it, so it's kind of throwing me off. Is it a Kentucky rye? I don't know. The problem is I do think it's on the younger side, so it just doesn't have the depth to maybe help me pick up which one it is. I'm just gonna guess maybe it's a Bardstown Bourbon Company rye. Maybe we'll go with a Kentucky rye whiskey. So let's go with that. And price for this one, let me try it one more time. I think for this one, I'd pay maybe 35 to 40 for it. Again, I do think it's on the younger side. You're not getting a lot of depth, so I'm hoping that this isn't too expensive and that I'm completely, I don't know, undermining a very expensive bottle, but we'll see. All right, let's find out what Austin sent. Here we go. Wow, so he sent some cards. What is this? I've never heard of these bottles in my life, so prepare for me to be wrong, very wrong. Okay, this is from Rustic Farm Distillery, and it's called Rented Acres Whiskey. Okay, so this is a blended whiskey, a unique blend of Indiana rye, so it was Indiana rye, not Kentucky rye, but it also contains Kentucky bourbon and our own estate-grown Ohio single malt whiskeys. We blend our estate single malt with other carefully sourced whiskeys to achieve a taste you will find nowhere else. Interesting. All right, so it's a blend. And this makes a lot of sense. I was getting the breadiness, which made me think rye. I was getting the honey, which kind of explains the single malt that it has. But man, to see that, to kind of find out there was a bourbon in the mix, I'm not sure I would have called that out. Now, I'm not really sure of the proportions here of what is in it, but it looks like it's mainly a 4-year-old Indiana rye. There's some Kentucky bourbon in there, and their own 2.5-year single malt that's grown right here in Ohio. Leave it to Austin, who's a big fan of local whiskeys, to give me something from Ohio that I've never tasted. This is actually really good. I would love to taste this at a higher age when it gets there. But this is a really, really unique blend. Now, I said I would pay about 35 to 40 for this one. Price for this one is $42.99. So 35 to 40 bucks. That's what I said I would pay for it. It's right in that area. So good price point for this one. Yeah. Rented Acres Whiskey from Rustic Farm Distillery. I'm going to have to check these guys out and see what else they have. But Austin Mabry, thank you so much for the curveball. I don't think I would have guessed any of that in a million years. So cheers, buddy. Thanks. All right, guys, well, hope you enjoyed day 3 on the Master Drum Advent Calendar for here in 2025. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that subscribe button below. Please hit that like button. And if you haven't yet, follow me on Instagram. Let me know down in the comments if you've had anything from Rustic Farm Distillery, if you've had this Rented Acres bottle, really unique whiskey. I think with time, this actually could be really, really good. So again, thanks to Austin for the sample. Also, if you guys have any questions for the Grinch, I know we do a little bit of a question of the day segment. So if you have a question for the Grinch, please let me know. I know he loves answering questions. So with that said, like I always say, it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share with. Cheers, and I'll see you tomorrow right here on the Master Drum. Day 4 coming at you. Cheers, guys.